when we do vacuum, we would need to make sure the hose for the wastegate and that we vacuum on waste. So nothing that we suck up from the bottom will go into the filter or back into the pool. It'll just go straight out into the ground. Because closing up this pool, we need to run the chemicals first after we skim and vacuum. Then we will run the chemicals in and cycle through on recirculation. Not on filtration, on recirculation. It'll bypass the sand filter and just pump the chemicals to mix the water as fast as you can. That way you know it's mixed accurately. Once everything is mixed is when you can use the pump to lower the water down to the valves, to suction valves, and below the skimmer. Once it is below the skimmer, we will blow up our pool pillow. Pool pillow go directly in the middle with a string holding it to four corners. Well, it's a round pool, but relatively four corners. Tarp will go on top. And then after the tarp is on, I have a metal string that I will show you in a little bit that ratchets together to tighten the pool cover down around the edges. After that, I have several bottles that I saved. Every chlorine bottle, every milk bottle that we've ever used, we save. We fill it halfway up with water, tie it to the tarp, and let it hang down. I'll show all this at the end. And then we use weather grade plastic wrap and plastic wrap the entire pool. And then that's it. You're done. As simple as that. Just don't skip any steps. On the winterizing chemicals, you do not want to rush. If that chemical says let it run for an hour, let it run. All right. Skimmed and vacuumed. Now, it's time to enter this chlorine-free winterizing kit. Got it off Amazon for $33 on sale. I think it's normally like 40 or 50 bucks. Around the edge. Around the edge. And this stuff only takes 15 minutes to circulate. Then I can step to the next one, which I think said takes a half hour. All right. So chemicals are balanced. Winterizer shocker's in. This right here, first one out of the kit. Second one out of the kit tells you winterizer. This one. Now, just like the other ones, always distribute them around the edge of the pool with the pump on circulation. So, I'm going to put the winterizer in. Another thing too, don't be like some people I know who have emptied their pool below the valves, in and out valves, and couldn't circulate the chemicals after. You empty it too soon, just because you think you're going to lower the water and you have more concentrate of the chemical in the water. At that point, you can't mix it. So then you're not doing anything right. So just take your time. Follow the steps. It's not hard. This isn't rocket science. If I could do this, you could do this. Anyone can do this. There's instructions for a reason. I don't want to hear that man bullshit. I don't use manuals or read instructions. Do it right. Step by step. Take that extra step and do it right. Alright. So, we've scrubbed, vacuumed, and skimmed the pool. We've balanced the chemicals. We've added the winterizer. We added the shocker, non-chlorine shock for the winter. This is all still mixing, but we waited the hour for the winterizer. So it's 15 minutes for the non-chlorine shock, an hour for the winterizer. Now we have to add our winter stain away, which is, once this is entered, about 30 minutes. So after the 30 minutes, we can throw the sponge in, the long-term floater in, and then we can start sealing her up. Yeah, you sad? You saying goodbye to the pool for the summer? Say see you later. Almost there. A little bit more to go on this side. Want it to be completely under the skimmer. Alright, so quick update. I got bottles wrapped around the entire tarp. Don't worry, the top is dirty, but underneath is clean. But I got these wrapped all the way around. Bottles are filled 3/4 of the way up, so they freeze, they have space to flex. I have a metal band that's going to go through a lot of these and then crank shut. I will show you a picture of that after. Alright, so we're all done with this pool. So, to recap. Vacuumed the pool, skimmed the pool, brushed it, let it filter out again, circulated the chemicals in, following directions. This is how I did it last year and it worked out perfect. After that, we put the pool pillow in the center, tied it off with slack, put the tarp over, tied these bottles 3/4 of the way full with water, but tied each one to each hole on the tarp, threaded through. I don't know if you can see it that well. I actually should have took a video of it beforehand, but there's a mechanism in here. It's a ratchet strap, basically, to tighten the tarp down from weight. And then wrapped it with this very, very high mil, very thick saran wrap, plastic wrap, whatever you want to call it. And this is how it worked out well last year. I'm letting the water drain out of the sand filter now. And I put everything in my shed. That's it.